Hey guys, good morning. Good morning. This is Briak at Ada Games. Welcome back to my channel. Uh, so good way to start the stream. Good way to start. Me yawning. Hope everybody's had a relaxing, good week. I've had a busy week. And I'm glad I'm here streaming, but I had a weird dream last night. I had a dream that my dad was talking to me about streaming. He found out I was a streamer, wanted to see all my streams. I'm an adult. The idea of my dad watching my stream terrifies me. Absolutely terrifies me. So, I have to work through that in therapy, I guess, right? Alright, let's get into this. So, I wanted to do some duty roulettes today. I have all of them open, I think. I don't think I did any of them yesterday. It looks like I need a tank. Well, I did a lion trade. I lied to you. We did one. So let's queue as a tank. Do we want to queue as a tank? I think we do. Just queue as a tank. Or Sage. Maybe I can go as a healer. Thinking about going as a healer, which is fine, but if I go as a healer, the whole trust thing's kind of out the window, isn't it?
Here we go.
I can do something like that. They get a ton of experience from this. Hey Zephiel, good morning. Do you want to go with me to a duty roulette? I know you're busy on the story. Yeah, go as a white mage. Doesn't look very white mage. I don't know what to queue as. I guess we'll go as a warrior. We'll just do the tank thing. Gonna run and work. Look, you're so motivated. Like, I'm gonna go exercise. And I'm like, I'm gonna play video games. I'm gonna play video games and stay fat. In all seriousness, I'm signing up for a martial arts class in January. I'm gonna try to get back in shape again. At least it's indoors and, you know, I don't have to go run in the freezing cold, snowy tundra of Pennsylvania. When I was in college, I took a bunch of classes. Oh, the Tower of Zot. Love this place. 52. Oh no. Oh no. You want to know what it is here, buddy? Actually, it's pretty warm here. It's only 51. What the fuck am I talking about? It's not bad at all. It's been really cold the last couple of days, so. Nothing up here? Okay. I don't know where to go, actually. I've never tanked here. Well, you know, this always happens. I was talking about this last stream. Like, my parents never want to come up for Christmas because they're like, oh, it's too cold up there. And then, It's like 70 the week of Christmas, you know? It's perfect weather. Right now it's 52 down there. It's 51 here. It's not like it's any different. It's too cold in Pennsylvania. We can't come up for Christmas. You have reindeer. Which we don't. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with the weather. I want to say global warming, but I don't want to be that guy who's like, let's talk about global warming today. I do that all the time. Let's talk about global warming. Al Gore was right. You know, of course Al Gore is fucking right. He's been in the government. He knows. He's gotten all the reports from the government for, like, the last 30 years. The government knows. They just ignore it. Ignore it for their corporate sponsors. That's how they make their money, man. They make money off the oil industry. They don't give a shit if the planet dies. They'll be dead long before that. Fucking assholes. You see, now I've done this. I've gone on a rant. Man Bear Pig. You know, when I played that South Park game on stream, and that they had that Man Bear Pig quest, that was like the best quest chain of any game I've ever played. You have to go to like the secret storage unit where Al Gore's got all his Man Bear Pig stuff set up. That's pretty awesome. Love that game. Absolutely love that game. Hey, that's kind of obnoxious. This is a tank, isn't it? Behold our ingenious magics. They're ingenious. Oh, fuck. I'm dead. I'm not gonna die because I'm the tank, but I was definitely in the wrong position there. Definitely out of position. I guess we'll go over here. Is that... No, we go over here. I don't know. How do you know where the fuck to go? Is it... You know what I love about this game is how, like, people are helpful when you ask for the help. But not a single person has told me what the fuck I'm doing wrong. Yeah, you guys could be a little more open about that. Like, I'm at 4 vulnerability stacks because I've done something wrong. Have you ever noticed that the poison left? They assumed me. The poison looks like a small penis. So I want to go over there. Here, right? No. Alright, I finally figured it out. Finally figured it out. Since I'm a Final Fantasy IV fan, and a big one, this being the first instance of the expansion really got me off. Really got me going. I don't think I've been more excited about a dungeon in an MMO ever. You're going to the Tower of Zot and you're fighting the Maga Sisters. Like, how can you not get excited about that? I got some hype. 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 Is that what people say? Hype. Okay. Well, anyway. I got excited. The only thing I'm not happy about is I don't see, like, any, like, fire beasts. I wish they had, monsters that were more in line with what was in the Tower of Zot in Final Fantasy IV. Like, I'm glad they made it, like, Final Fantasy XIV, but that's the only thing that could have made it better for me. So yeah, instead of paying for therapy, let's talk about my dad. So, what does it mean if I don't want him to see my stream? Is it because I've talked about my dad and my mom on stream? Oh, I died. That's unfortunate. I think we're just gonna go on. We'll wait for the guy up here. Sandaruva. You know what I should have done is used food. I can craft some food later. This would have been the right place for a 3% increase. I didn't get the message about dressing up as a cute little girl. Or, I mean, they're not minors or anything. You know what I mean. I'm not a pervert. I'm just saying I didn't get the memo. This guy's taking forever. Come on. Quit dying already. Alright. Thanks for letting me know, Zephiel. You're the best. Enjoy your run. Don't get eaten by man-bear pig. Whoa. Fuck, I got stopped. I didn't know which one's the real one. I guess the real one probably is, not dancing or something stupid. Alright, made it on through to the other side. One more boss to go, which is the 3 Magus Sisters. All together. I like to kill the fat one first, the porkly one. When I was a kid, there was this girl who was overweight in our class. Of course, we all made fun of her, because we're assholes. And went to a McDonald's once, and you know they had those ball pits back then. Ran into her there. I guess she had like not even thought about the fact that I had made fun of her as a fat child. Like, 'cause automatically we were friends in the ball pit. Everybody's friends in the ball pit. Yeah, the best place you can have a sex orgy is in a ball pit, because people love each other in ball pits. You know, there's no hate, there's no judgment, it's just ball fun. Anyway, I was getting like just absolutely wrecked from other kids, because I was, you know, I was not a cool kid. I got the shit beat out of me quite a bit. And everybody's throwing balls at me. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere, this chick, this portly chick who was like 3 to 5 times my size. She came in and just stood in front of me and took all the ball attacks. It was the most sacrificial thing a kid can do for another kid, because she was getting just pegged with ball after ball after ball. Anyway, on Monday, when I went back into school after that, I still made fun of her. Because again, kids are dicks. I thought I'd learned something from that. I did not. It was really sweet of her to make sure I didn't get hit by balls, though. It's too bad I was an asshole and made fun of her. Well, even if she doesn't remember that moment, I remember that moment. I remember that moment of her standing up for me so that I didn't get pegged by plastic balls by other kids. Alright. Here we go. There's almost a lesson in that story about somebody protecting someone else, but I ruined that. Damn it. I love this fight. I think this is cool. They did a really good job with this. It's not easy to bring back like a classic fight like the Maga Sisters and do it the right way, because the way it works in a 2D Final Fantasy game is not the way it's necessarily going to work in an MMO. But they did a really good job with it. Like, they have the reflect effect, they've got, like, the order to kill them in is basically the same. Everything about it's pretty cool. Tank you warrior. Oh, cool. I've tanked a lot. Just like gear-wise, that looks really cool, right? Like, look at that. It's pretty neat looking. I don't want it. I still think that's a pretty cool looking piece of gear, though. Okay, let's... I got to 82, right? So we could do... Let's do the trial and the normal raid, and then maybe we'll do the main scenario. I hate the main scenario, but... I hate this one, though. It's bad luck. Yeah, it's more cutely dressed people, though. Is there a rule, like, if you dress in if you're a girl in this game, you have to dress up? Is that a rule? Like, every single one of them... Look. Bikini. Like, maid outfit. I don't know if that's an outfit. Should I be a girl character and dress up all the time? I feel like that's the thing to do. White mage keeps dying. Guess it's gonna be a one heal situation here. The heavens are too small for our dance. Hey, hey! Nice! If neither of us were married, we'd get awesome stuff from that, but... That's not how it works when you're married. My wife last night, we were looking at Reddit together. Because I finally got some awards from people on Reddit because I made awesome comments. And she gets them all the time, so she's a dick about it. But one of my, well, not one of, my top, like, viewed stream is relationship advice. She's like, why are you always in relationship advice? And I was like, because it's fun to read. Like, every single person in that community is cheating. And I like reading all the stories about the cheaters. I just think it's funny how, like, ignorant some people are. Like, is my wife cheating? I can't tell. She came home with, like, cum all over her face. And, like, I don't know. I just don't know if she's cheating. And, anyway, so I go, look. So we go to the site. To the, relationship advice site. And the very first post was, I think my husband's cheating. I can't tell. And I was like, see, this is funny shit. I bet I could go to it right now. After this fight, I'm gonna go to it. I'm gonna tell you what the top post is. It's probably the same exact thing. Anyway, I feel like a dick now, because oh, for fuck's sake. I like, enjoy reading all of the, like, failures these people have, you know? I'm like, yeah, you guys are cheating. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love Judge Judy. I really get off on that. That show does it for me. The fact that she's getting older and she's not going to have a show anymore is just depressing to me. Like, what the fuck am I going to watch when I'm sick? I can't watch Judge Judy. Alright, giant dragon defeated. God, I hate that fight. You know, that dude saved the day, that one healer. So we're gonna give it the commendation. Gordon Ramsay's one, yeah, but his is like... He's a dick to all adults, he's fine with kids. Let me see if I can pull it up here. People fucking email. It is 5:40 my time. People are IMing me at work. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Reddit. Here we go. First post on relationship advice. Oh my god, it came up. My husband is divorcing me because my ex is a white man. Okay, that's not... That's not cheating, but that's still pretty funny. Okay, let's go to the second post. Oh, man. Alright, well, there's less cheating. Yesterday it was cheating. The second one is hooked up after 10 years and then he called me fat. And maybe she gained some weight after 10 years. I've gained some weight in the last 10 years. That happens, you know? Yeah, I think that's an asshole thing. But some of those are really fun to read. I spent a lot of time in relationship advice. I've also got the Tinder Reddit. Because it's so funny to, like, see some of the Tinder stories. I've been married for 14 years. Gonna be 15 next year. This coming year. And, reading about other people dating just makes me that much happier in my relationship. Because every single person who's dating is miserable. Absolutely miserable. Dating is not fun. It's not a good experience. I think married life is for me. Very satisfied. Okay, let's do the normal raid. Yeah, we'll do normal raid as... We'll sign up for the main scenario first. Just get that out of the way. Were they awful and miserable? Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Everybody who dates hates it. I met my wife. We didn't get married right away, so we've been married 14 years, but we were together 5 years before that. And God damn, that's a long time. It'll be 20 years this year. That's crazy. 20 years in April we've been together. But God, I'm old. It just really depressed me. But before that, you know, it was easy because I was in college. So like, you know, as long as you're somewhat good looking, like a 5 or better, you can find people in college. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have any problems in college. But most of those people were still fucking weird. There was one girl that, like, was totally into me who was Mormon. She wanted to find somebody to marry, like, right in college. Like, as soon as she got to college. That's why she went to college, was to find somebody to get married to. I was not into that. And anyway, she dated this guy for, like, 2 weeks. It was in the military. They ended up getting married. And she had to move to Japan because that's where he got stationed. So she was miserable. She didn't speak Japanese. She was away from her family. She just got married to this guy, and he was busy working all the time. Absolutely hated it. I think they got divorced. Like, that's why you don't rush into this shit, you know? You don't just get married to get married. It's such a backwards way of thinking. Oh, I can't imagine being single now. Like, if my wife ever died, I would buy prostitutes. Like, and I'm not joking. I have no problem with paying for sex because people who are doing it are cool with it. There's no way I could date again. I couldn't do it. I would just go with a prostitute every once in a while. I'd be good. I just can't imagine the idea of having to date at this point in my life. I can't even make a friend. Like, this is true. Like, I can't go and, what the fuck are people leaving for? It's hard enough to make friends after that age, you know? Like, yeah, well, okay, sure, but, I mean, and this is me just being honest, outside of people online, I haven't met any new people to hang out with in real life in 5 years, easily. Like, the parents at my kid's school, that's it. And I don't get along with them. They're alright. I'll have a drink with them every once in a while. That's the only thing I have in common with them, is alcohol. That's enough, I guess, you know? But I'm just saying, it's tough to, like... Oh, yeah, I need to get out of the house more, for sure. Yeah. I do not have any real hobbies outside of school, or outside of the house. But also, we've had COVID for the last 2 years, right? So I haven't really gone anywhere. In fairness. I was waiting until January to sign up for some... I was just saying before you joined, I'm going to sign up for a martial arts class. I want to get out of the house for a bit. Just not home. Just get some exercise, be somewhere else. Maybe meet some new people, I don't know. I don't understand people with this instance. They feel like it's too long and they leave. But the queue times are way longer than this dungeon. She's 21 full days from the OGP for Final Fantasy XIV. That's great. He knows this is frustrating to people. It's his mouth. Just wanna put something in his mouth. Do you feel that way, Zephiel? You want to put stuff in Sid's mouth? Shut him up. Just put a sock in it. Skyrim, what's the, like... I don't even know if there's a place to go disc golfing near me. I don't enjoy golf. Is there, like... What's the fascination with disc golfing? Is it actually fun? Or is it just like throwing a frisbee? Because I can go out and do that anytime. Like, what makes it so awesome to you? It's better than golf, okay? I saw a video of a guy who got like a hole-in-one through disc golf, and it was like a chain basket that collected the frisbee. And he seemed really excited about his frisbee in one. Free to play? How do people make money off of that? Capitalism. There's no capitalism. It can't be a good game. Zephiel, I'm glad you didn't die while you were running. Thank you for coming back to my stream and letting us know you survived. Going for a hike, but with frisbees. Do you have to carry your own frisbee? Or can you use somebody else's? Oh, you get high. Okay. Alright, now I get it. Look, if I had to go for a hike in the woods with frisbees, but I was high, I'd be completely for that. You just convinced me. Doesn't take much for me. That'll do it. Yeah, because they're high. You just told me. I got it. That's all you had to say. I understand now why people like it. I get it. Totally understand. I have a whole bag of things right next to my desk here. Does he win because he's not high? Or does he win because he is the most high? Is that how you win disc golf? Like, oh, you're more high than me. You win. That's the end of the game. I'm a little more technical than that. I remember when I was a bit younger, I watched the movie Half Baked with Dave Chappelle, and I thought as a kid, before I did drugs, if you want to call marijuana drugs, I thought that's what being high was going to be like, where I'd just be lazy and like sleep on a couch for like 6 months and nobody would know who I was, and it wasn't my apartment. I'd be that guy on the couch. Now that I'm an adult, that's exactly what being high is like. You just want to sleep on a fucking couch. It doesn't matter whose, it doesn't matter where. You just want to lie the fuck down. Yeah, there probably are. I guess I should look it up. Now I'm interested in getting high and going to play Frisbee in the park. I can take my kids. You know, saying a minute ago that, like, other than the kids at school, like, I don't really make new friends. So, not the kids, but their parents, you know? And I had this whole discussion with one of the parents about how getting high made him a better parent. Because he wasn't angry all the time. He was relaxed. That all made sense to me. But in my house, at least one of us can't be high. So I can't get high with my wife at the same time. Because if I was to do that, one of us can't be around for the kids if they actually need something, right? So, that's what parenthood's like. Got that going for me. Look at, I changed my character from the little guy to this big guy, and I don't know if I like it. I don't know. His face looks angry all the time. I don't talk to my kids when I'm sober. I don't know. I'm a terrible parent. I'm gonna be honest, when I get high, like, so, I'm not really, like, socially responsive to my children. I'm really not, because I don't know what to say. What do you say to kids? They're like, hey, look, I drew a gun and I'm gonna kill you. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is wrong with you? So, when I'm high, I'm much more playful. I'll get down on the floor with them, I'll build Legos, I'll look at all their shitty drawings. I will do all of that stuff as a good parent. That's honest. That's the God honest truth. Like, that is the only way that I can connect with my kids and be good parents. I don't say anything to them otherwise. They're like, look, Minecraft! And I'm like, I don't get this. I don't understand why you're playing it. I don't understand. Like, I know a lot of people love Minecraft. I don't. I don't enjoy it. No, it's like, it's a great thing when I'm like, when I'm on drugs. When I'm not, it's like awkward. Okay, so I have this theory. Yeah, I've played Minecraft. I don't get it. I like Terraria. I like games like that, but I just don't get Minecraft. I've never enjoyed it. I've thought about playing it on stream to see if I would feel differently, but I've played so much Minecraft with my kids that I do not think I'll feel differently. It just feels like a chore to me. Maybe it's because I have to do it with my kids. That's the only thing I can play is creative mode. Because my kids would die otherwise. Like, they're terrible at games. Child Protective Services is going to be, like, bashing in my door at any moment now. Like, you do drugs around your kids. We used to play, like, Lego Batman. I like Lego Batman games. I like those Lego games. That I can get behind. I can't get my kids interested in things like Dark Souls, you know, even as they get older. Like, I have a wealth of knowledge about games, obviously, and they're like, I'm gonna play Fortnite, and that's it. I'm glad they like games, but it's just we have a completely different taste in what's a good game. I want to see my kids suffer through Dark Souls, and they're wanting to play something fun. I don't get it. Oh, yeah, so we're getting one of them Skyrim VR for Christmas. Yeah, so he's gonna get that. I'm hoping that hooks him. Yeah, we'll see how that works out. Hopefully he gets into it. We've an Oculus headset. Anyway, what I was starting to say is, a while back I was listening to the Adam Carolla podcast. I used to listen to it every week. I don't anymore. But I was running one time and listening to him, and he was saying, your parents can only do, at most, 10% better for you as a child than your parents did, or their parents did for them. At most. 10%. And I don't know, I think that's right. I think, like, as a parent myself now, I'm maybe doing 10% better than my parents. Maybe. I like to think I'm doing better than that. But I really don't think I am. I'm giving my kids complexes, and they're going to go to therapy for years and dissect everything I'm doing wrong. I think that's right, though. I don't know. Just think about your own experience with your parents. Like, did they do better than 10% than their parents did for them? Maybe? Maybe not. I don't know. Parents can really mess you up. I don't think it's intentional. I just think not everybody can cope. They can't cope with, like, what's going on in their lives, so they, like, push it off to their kids. I think my parents did, and I love my parents, but I think they did, and I now have a fear that one day my parents will see this stream, because I'm talking about it, and I had a weird dream about that. I think my parents did worse than 10%. I think they did, like, negative. They did more damage. My parents got divorced when I was young, and my dad wasn't around. My mom wasn't college educated, so she had, like, shit jobs. They tried, but I don't think they did better than their parents. Alright, we're almost done with this god-awful place. Castro Meridianum. However you say it. I don't think I have a level of empathy. I think my empathies are not there. I think that's one place I'm not great. I have to really exercise any empathy I give people. Like, it's a tool, right? I look at it that way, and it's something I have to exercise. But yeah, I mean, as far as, like, education goes and all that, sure. Like, I've got a master's degree. So, hey, Doom. And I've got a well-paying job. So that's true. I guess I'll look at it that way. I overcame adversity in some way. As a white male in the United States, I'm really struggling here with adversity. Let's just throw that out there. It's really tough being a white guy in the U.S. That's the most controversial thing I could say. I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine overall. I'm just saying, I don't know that I'm doing more than 10%. I don't think I'm doing that much better than my folks did for me. So are a lot of minorities, so watch out for that. Watch out for the police. These guys are coming for you. Oh, Doom, what are you up to? You're a Minecraft kind of person, right? I was just talking about... I like that emote. Just talking about Minecraft with Skyrim. You play creative or survival mode? These cutscenes take too long. Pure survival. Do you play with other people, or do you play by yourself? And have you played The Elder Scrolls Skyrim? I guess those are my last two questions. Oh, there you go. You're well-rounded. You're a well-rounded gamer. Do you play Fortnite? Barely? That's not a no, though. So you do play Fortnite. Let's hit her for 9. 9. I get that. Yeah, it's hard to... I'm not great with FPS games. I like Overwatch every once in a while, and I like Call of Duty, but I don't play them that often because I'm not very good at them. That's why I don't play them, really. It's just because I suck at them. Big into Minecraft. Maybe we should play a first-person shooter on stream. Maybe I should get one up. You guys can judge me for that. Why do you keep dying? Why are you so bad at this? I could play a single player FPS. I could play Doom or something. That might be fun. I haven't played Doom Eternal. Pick that up on sale. Just shut up. Look, stop talking. Let's go. Oh, not you. I meant the chick. I don't Doom, you talking is great. This game, I'm in these cutscenes and these people just won't stop talking. So frustrating. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that only got me like half my level. That's a bummer. It's like 2 million experience. Okay, one more duty roulette. We could technically do the 50, 60, 70, but I really hate doing those. We do a guild has to, I guess. Alright, we'll do the normal raid first. I'm getting hungry. I can feel hunger pains. My wife and I have been ordering this food from a site called Dinnerly, where they send you all the materials and the ingredients for a meal, and they give you the recipe, and you just cook it up, and it takes like 30 minutes to prep and cook. Okay. This is a... Okay, that's an interesting normal raid to get. Excuse me. Ugh, I can't stop yawning. It was pretty cool, but I had a problem. My order wasn't delivered last week, and I got frustrated with them, and I unsubbed. And so we had the last week's stuff. We're just kind of running through it. That's good stuff. Now I don't know what we're going to do about meals. I guess we're going to have to like go to the grocery store and actually be people. The hard version of this fight is so different. You have these platforms, and you don't want them to like break underneath you. But there's fewer platforms in the hard version. I actually really like this fight on the hard version. But it's a super frustrating fight. You can't have two people on the same platform in the hard version either. Doom, I recommend doing some stretches. Now really stretch out your neck, man. You don't want to deal with that all day. It'll be crabby. I'm usually like that. I get crabby when I'm in pain all day. Ah, damn it. I got hit by one. There are definitely too many people on my platform. Why are these people walking around so much, man? Get back. Back to your own platform. I love that you watch Skyrim while you're not streaming. Or you play Skyrim while you're not streaming, too. Like, you go full in on that game. I love it. Big shout out to beautiful Skyrim. Go watch her if you haven't. I died because I was typing. That's my bad. Got hit. Skyrim, play Skyrim. It's unheard of. We have 3 people, 2 people who can res, 3 now. It's taking forever to get reses out. This is a pretty long normal raid. I think everybody's like just 80 here. Let's get this chick down. Shit. I walked in the no-no place. Walked in the no-no place. I died. It was on me. Okay, well, let's ignore all that gear and let's get out of here. Okay, we've got one more roulette that I'm going to do, which is a guild hest. Doesn't give a lot of experience, but it gives these seals that I need. So we'll use that. After that, we'll do some leaves. Maybe I'll level a Reaper a little bit. Maybe I'll go do one trust instance with the Reaper. I've got a couple of guys at 82, Dragoon and Warrior. Maybe we'll level them next. We'll get both of these up to 90. I don't know. Off stream, I've been crafting. So I've got a couple of crafts up now. Not quite fully to 90 yet, but we're getting there. So, you know, it's weird because the game officially came out like a week ago. Not even a full week. It's weird to, like, be pushing so hard to cap out. I don't want to, like, overdo it. Because I don't want to run out of content, you know? So one thing about playing an MMO on stream is, there's a ton of content you can do every day. It's not like there's not something to do. But I'm trying not to spoil any zones for people. So I'm trying to be careful about what I'm doing. Well, I wouldn't want it ruined for me, right? So I'm trying not to do anything that's higher level than the old expansion. And that means there's a lot of stuff I can't do on stream right now. So I'm going to give it another week. I think if, you know, people haven't gotten to the level cap and finished the story within 2 weeks, that's kind of on them. Okay, that gave 260,000. That was not a bad one. It's not a lot, but for the time it took, that's like a quest. Yeah, logging into the game's been a problem for a lot of people too. That's true. That's true. I just feel like if, you know, if the story had been messed up for me, I would have been upset because it's a really good story, and I don't want anybody to be disappointed that they like know one of the dungeons or they see one of the zones. Like that first experience in a new zone is really cool. So, all right, that is all of the duty roulettes I'm going to do today. Is that an upgrade? No. Okay, so we will just sell that. I think I will do one of the Reaper Trust dungeons. I want to play as Reaper today. So I'm only 72, so we'll do this one. Healer-wise, I'm going to use Uran J, and Tola. They should level up from this one, and maybe I will. I don't know. I doubt it. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked at my work calendar, if I'm being honest. I can look in a second. The only thing about trust dungeons is how long they take, because these guys don't speed through everything. Yeah, I don't know. I'll look. I think my first meeting today is at like 8:30, something like that. I'll double check. I guess I can look now. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm streaming and I'm playing a game and I'm looking at my work calendar. Thanks, Duffield. You really set me up for success here. Oh yeah, shit. It's actually earlier than I thought. I could probably get on Discord around 9. You can get on at 9. I have to buy a Christmas gift for my team. Or Christmas gifts. I'm just going to send everybody Amazon cards. Because I'm cheaping out this year. Normally what I try to do for my employees... this is such a boring Discord channel. Let me tell you about my work. Normally what I try to do is I try to send them a little knick-knack gift. Like the Brioche mugs. I did send that out last year. But I've been so busy with work that I haven't really done anything for them. One year I sent out these little trinkets, like a keychain or something small, a bookmark, and I put a little story to it to talk about how great my employees were. Well, the store is still up, isn't it? We just broke ours too. It literally just broke this week. I was pretty upset about it. But I try to do something where I tell my employees how great they are, because they are. They're awesome. I'm very lucky to have a good team. And this year I just am not doing that. Everybody's too busy. I'm too busy. I'm just sending them money. Here's an Amazon gift card. Have a great Christmas. Here's 25 bucks. I think everybody's happy with money, right? So I've just found out that the Christmas event has started in this game. So tomorrow we're going to do that. We're going to do the Christmas event tomorrow. That should be fun. Unless you're a Scrooge, and then in which case you might not enjoy that very much. I think it'll be fun though. I like in-game Christmas events. I feel like lately my streams have gotten shorter and shorter because of my work. So tomorrow I'm off work. I'm going to have an extended stream. We're going to stay around a little bit longer tomorrow. Make up for some of the lost time. And then next week, I'm off work starting Wednesday. So it'll be the same thing. Wednesday, we'll have a longer stream. All right. This place is pretty cool. Just takes a long time to get through with Trust. Shadowbringers was such a good fucking expansion. I love this expansion. That was the most get fucked thing I've ever seen you say, Zephyl. Oh, get out of here, buddy. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. I'm done with you. Reaper mode activated. I have this other AoE. Let's move that down. I have to figure out all these Reaper moves. I don't know what any of them do. That was the wrong thing to push. That teleport move with the Reaper is pretty awesome. Did you seriously just buy another mug? Skyrim, I think that's great. I think that's absolutely awesome. Thank you. Maybe I should order my wife a new one. Doom is Minecrafted it up. Oh god, oh god, oh god, I'm gonna die. Ooh, that was close. I think, you know what I just realized is I haven't like figured out anything to do with like Christmas lights. And I need to take my family out this week. Take them. I'm gonna try to get tickets to go see some more Christmas lights. My wife's been a bit bummed out this year. I think the COVID stuff finally has gotten to her. She's such a peppy person, and this year she's just like, whatever. You know, being naked in your own home is okay. It's okay. Jokes aside, though, we just put our tree. We just put our tree up this like weekend, like Monday. We didn't even do it over the weekend. Like, we're really far behind on that stuff right now. Tree's the only thing we have up. We have no decorations. I don't know, I like the artificial trees, but there's the smell of a freshly cut tree is really nice. We don't have any near us. There's no trees nearby. They set up 3 or 4 stands, and none of them have trees. I just do not understand how this works. I keep messing up the superpower that I get as Reaper. Would you say Canada has a tree manifesto? I've been holding that one in for 2 years now. 2 full years of me making a joke. My 2-year anniversary is coming up, I guess, because I started streaming in, was it like April? May? I'm excited about that. That'll be cool. Definitely been a while. You know, there's a lot of people that I followed and started talking to when I started streaming, and a good number of them aren't streaming anymore. It's a bit disappointing. They were pretty good streamers. I don't know though, I guess at a certain point, if you're trying to grow as a channel and you're not, like, what's the point where you cut it off, right? Like, I'm not trying to grow as a channel, I'm trying to play games I want to play and talk to people while I play them. I think if the only reason I'd quit would be my work schedule is just too much. And right now it's a pretty tough work schedule as it is. If it got more complex, I'd have to cut it off. I'd have to make that choice. Oh, yeah. Well, I think a lot of people think they're going to be successful right out of the gate, too. If this could be my main job, that would be pretty cool. I'd be up for that. I'd be up for sitting around playing games and talking to people all day. But I think it'd be wildly different if you had to get on and log in and play a game to be popular. Like, I think there's a formula for it. I think that you can play when you're streaming. If you were streaming full time, I think you can play games that you want to play 50% of the time. And the other 50%, you have to basically play what has made you popular. You know? Like, if you go watch, like, the Happy Hot play, who I love watching, he plays mostly Dark Souls, right? I don't... You know, he can go play other stuff, but I think for the most part, he has to stick back to those games, because that's what's made him popular. That's got to be a challenge too, because you're playing games all the time. You don't want to be like completely burned out on the thing that you're playing. Yeah, freelance musicians, you've got it tough right now. There's not many events outside or with big gatherings, are there?
I will not hold back.
Doom, that's important, man. You gotta play what you enjoy, for sure. But I'm just saying, if you were to gain traction and become, like, famous overnight, it would be really hard to, like, if you wanted to do something else, it would be hard to switch at that point. Like, once you get into a rhythm and you're popular for playing something, you have to keep playing it. I'm not popular. Nobody cares what I play. I'm gonna play whatever the fuck I want. But if I was to become popular, I'd have to stick to whatever it is. Hey, Hill. Good morning. I was listening to this podcast yesterday, and I was listening to an interview with Elvira. You know, the black-haired woman of the darkness from the 80s. Does everybody know who Elvira is? Did I just make a reference nobody gets? Well, go Google Elvira if you don't know who she is. Anyway, she was saying that success was really hard for her with relationships. She was married, and people are making threats of her husband, like death threats, like I'm gonna kill you, like Elvira's mine, like real crazy shit. And they ended up getting divorced because of all the stress of like her being famous. And now she can't be in like a real relationship because she's always going to be worried about like people freaking the fuck out about her being Elvira and threatening somebody she's dating. So it sounds like she's got a boyfriend, but she didn't want to talk about it at all because she doesn't want like people to be creeps and like harass the person she's with. Can you imagine having that kind of lifestyle where you just can't like function with other people without them getting death threats? It's crazy. That's what being famous is like. Because there's so many crazy people in the world that there's always going to be somebody who's out there like thinking you need to die. And in the case of streamers, it's like, oh, I'm going to figure out who you are, where you live, and then I'm going to send a SWAT team in to attack you. That kind of shit happens all the time. So yeah, I don't know. You're right, Skyrim. I don't know if streaming and becoming famous are for everybody. I know I personally would not enjoy somebody threatening my wife or swatting my house. The expectation that I don't want my house swatted? I think that's the easy one, right? Just don't send a bunch of police who can, shoot me. That'd be best. You see the South Park episode of it now. Local white man shot. The police thought he was black. Yeah, no, I've seen that on Twitter, actually. I think that's terrible. I was talking to one person on there. That had been swatted, and it's like the third time it's happened. 2 or 3 times. It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, it's terrible. That shit doesn't need to happen. It's, you know, it's a waste of, like, the resources, too. Like, the police don't want to be at that streamer's house. They don't want to be doing that. They want to be, sitting back at the office eating donuts. They don't want to go out and do that shit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with people. I say they want to be eating donuts. I'd rather be eating a donut right now, right? Like, who wants to go out in the cold weather to go shoot up some person's house? It'd be nice if this, oh, it is instant now. That's cool. I was gonna say it'd be nice if that, like, spell cast became instant sometimes. And then it was. I'm so smart. I gave YojiP an idea there. What about that open your eyes? Is it the number of people that you have to be successful? I think the crazy thing is, like, the numbers of people are, whatever you want to make, you basically need like 100 times the viewers. My general thought about it is like 1 out of every 10 people actually subs, and then 1 out of 20 people like gift subs, right? Because you have to have people who like make a shit ton of money to gift subs all the time. So you really need, like, to make a decent living as a streamer, I think you need to have somewhere in the ballpark of like 1,000 to 2,000 viewers just to make a living. Yeah, that's exactly it. I don't know if I'd call it scraping the bottom, though. Like, you're definitely not getting viewed as often as people at the top, because they get on the front page and they've got the advertising and stuff like that. Yes, yeah, it is kind of that. That I'd agree with. You just don't get the same support. Yeah, Doom Guy, that's true. I've seen so many of those over the last couple of days. I kind of wonder if Twitch is selling those, like if they're the ones who are setting up those people. Like it's a secondary service. Oh shit, I didn't know I couldn't walk into that. I thought it was done. I can't get hit for a minute. You know, though, it's not just Bezos. It's every capitalist institution is selling that same dream. Oh, come work with our company. Get paid a good salary. You can retire in 60 years. You know? Like, it's every organization that is set up in a capitalist society is all about selling that dream. Come work with us. You'll get some benefits and be able to take care of your family, and you'll have a better life because of it. We're not going to pay you top dollar, but you get benefits from it in a steady job. I've recently become very anti-capitalist. Yeah, especially when you have billionaires like Bezos and you have billionaires like Elon Musk who are like so ridiculously wealthy. There's no way to catch up with them. Like, the scale is so tilted. Now you better be careful, Skyrim. You gotta watch what you say, otherwise they're gonna come get you. You think it's viewers who are swatting people. It's actually Bezos. Bezos is sending the SWAT out. Make sure that certain streamers are held in line. You know? Yeah. Bezos owns the police. And with as much money as he has, I'm sure that's partially true. That was the flank. I got the wrong one. This one's behind. People coming in for the first time are going to be like, this dude's full of shit. Like, he's crazy. He's so worried about Bezos, like, tracking him. Bezos doesn't care about him. And that's exactly true. Bezos does not care about me. He doesn't care about anybody. Except Bezos. The sooner people accept that and understand that, the sooner they can be in a place like me. You gotta eat the wealthy. Alright, we finished it. No, I did not. I did not. What was it for? What was it? I question some of their bans too. Like, they make choices to keep certain streamers on because it's going to cost them money. Although they've gotten rid of a lot of big streamers in the last year, right? Kicking out Dr. Disrespect is kind of unexpected. Oh, okay. Well, that is dumb. That's a dumb reason to get banned, but it's technically wrong. I mean, I'm not saying white people are oppressed, but I do think that it's still a racial slur, right? I could call a person a wiener. That could be a racial slur tomorrow, you know? One of those Oscar motherfuckers, right? Okay, guys, I hate to do this. We're gonna cut stream a little short again. Because I have work. I have a real job. I'm sorry about that. I wish I didn't. I wish I could stream all the time with you. Let's wave here. Ah. Let's go make somebody's day. Let's see who else is in the world of Twitch right now. We'll go say hi to them. I will be back tomorrow. I don't have work tomorrow, so tomorrow is going to be a longer stream. Like I said, we'll play a little bit longer than today. Let's see if anybody's playing 14. I don't want somebody who's going to be doing... Maybe, you know what? We won't do somebody playing 14. Because I don't want any spoilers for anybody. I'm being pretty strict about that. Forget it. We're not going to raid anybody. I can't find anybody to raid. Listen, you guys have a good day. I'm Briak at Edda Games. I will see you... Oh, no, Skyrim, you did not ruin my vibe. My vibe is criticizing every capitalist institution, talking politics, making racial slurs, talking about racial slurs, and enjoying you guys giving me money when you buy my mugs. So please keep doing that. Keep breaking them. Keep buying them. Throw them across the room at your friends. Break them. Buy more. I'll be back tomorrow morning. I think you guys are great. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you later. Be good to each other.